Long before the royal event officially began, excitement had already spread across the world. News organizations dedicated special coverage, countdowns appeared on television and online platforms, and conversations about what might happen became impossible to ignore. Royal supporters eagerly followed every official announcement, while casual viewers became curious simply because of the enormous attention the event was receiving. Every new photograph, every public appearance, and every small update seemed to fuel even greater anticipation. In the days leading up to the event, social media platforms were filled with predictions, discussions, and endless theories. Some people believed there would be a historic announcement, while others expected an emotional family reunion or a symbolic gesture that would become part of royal history. Fans shared old photographs, memorable royal moments, and personal stories about why they admired the family. Others debated traditions, fashion, security arrangements, and the significance of every detail, creating a worldwide conversation that continued around the clock. Television networks prepared extensive broadcasts with royal experts, historians, and commentators discussing the importance of the occasion. Reporters gathered outside royal residences and event venues long before the scheduled start, providing live updates as preparations continued behind the scenes. Cameras captured workers decorating the surroundings, security teams making final inspections, and guests arriving one by one. Every small development became breaking news, adding to the growing excitement among viewers. People traveled from different parts of the country, and even from overseas just to witness the occasion in person. Streets near the venue gradually filled with enthusiastic crowds carrying national flags, handmade banners, and cameras, hoping to capture a once-in-a-lifetime moment. Families arrived early to secure the best viewing spots, while tourists described the experience as a dream come true. The atmosphere was filled with excitement, friendly conversations, and a shared sense of anticipation as strangers connected through their admiration for the royal family. Local businesses also experienced the excitement surrounding the event. Hotels welcomed thousands of visitors, restaurants extended their operating hours, and souvenir shops displayed royal-themed merchandise that quickly attracted customers. Cafes and public gathering places became meeting points where people discussed their expectations and exchanged opinions about what might happen. The economic activity surrounding the event reflected just how significant the occasion had become beyond the royal household itself. Meanwhile, online communities became increasingly active as content creators, journalists, and royal enthusiasts analyzed every available clue. They carefully examined official photographs, public schedules, and previous royal traditions in an effort to predict what viewers might witness. Every official statement was discussed in detail, while even the smallest change in protocol inspired countless interpretations. Although many predictions differed, they all demonstrated the extraordinary level of public interest surrounding the event. As the scheduled time drew closer, the excitement reached an entirely new level. Television screens displayed live countdowns, millions of viewers prepared to watch from their homes, and crowds outside the venue eagerly waited for the first glimpse of the royal family. Conversations slowed as cameras focused on the entrance, with everyone wondering what unforgettable moment they were about to witness. The atmosphere was charged with expectation, curiosity, and anticipation, making it clear that this was far more than an ordinary public appearance. It had become a global event that had captured the attention, and the long-awaited moment finally arrived. An unmistakable sense of anticipation filled the air. The atmosphere became quieter as thousands of spectators focused their attention on the grand entrance, while millions more watched from their televisions, computers, and mobile devices around the world. Every camera lens was pointed toward the venue, ready to capture what many believed would become one of the most memorable royal moments of the year. The careful planning, elegant surroundings, and centuries-old traditions created a setting that felt both historic and deeply symbolic. The arrival of the royal family immediately drew widespread attention. Each member appeared with confidence and composure, acknowledging the cheering crowds with warm smiles and graceful gestures. Their presence reflected the dignity and responsibility associated with royal duties, while their interactions with one another revealed a more personal and human side that resonated with viewers. Every wave, every glance, and every expression became a subject of discussion, showing how even the smallest moments could carry significant meaning. As the ceremony unfolded, The carefully observed traditions highlighted the rich heritage of the monarchy. Every step followed established customs that had been preserved for generations, reminding audiences of the importance of continuity and history. The formal greetings, ceremonial processions, and respectful protocols demonstrated how tradition remains a central part of royal life while continuing to attract admiration from people across different cultures and backgrounds. Among the most talked about moments were the genuine emotions displayed throughout the occasion. A warm smile exchanged between family members, a heartfelt embrace, or a moment of quiet reflection quickly became unforgettable images shared around the world. These authentic expressions reminded viewers that behind the royal titles are individuals experiencing meaningful personal moments. Such scenes allowed audiences to connect emotionally, making the event feel more relatable despite its grandeur. The guests attending the event also contributed to its significance. Distinguished leaders, respected public figures, charitable representatives, and invited dignitaries gathered to witness the occasion, reflecting its national and international importance. Their respectful interactions and visible appreciation reinforced the idea that this was more than a ceremonial gathering. It was an event representing unity, tradition, and shared history. Every arrival and greeting attracted media attention, adding another layer of interest for viewers. Inside the venue, every detail reflected careful preparation and exceptional craftsmanship. The elegant decorations, beautifully arranged floral displays, historic architecture, and refined atmosphere created a visually stunning setting. Every element appeared thoughtfully chosen to honor royal traditions while presenting an image of timeless elegance. The combination of classic design and ceremonial precision enhanced the emotional impact of the occasion, leaving a lasting impression on everyone watching. As speeches were delivered and formal proceedings continued, audiences listened closely to every word. Messages emphasizing service, responsibility, unity, and hope resonated with many viewers. The respectful tone, measured delivery, and meaningful language reflected the values often associated with the monarchy, encouraging people to reflect on the importance of leadership and public duty. Even brief remarks were carefully analyzed by commentators and viewers alike, demonstrating the influence of every public statement made during such a significant event. Throughout the ceremony, television broadcasters captured every angle, ensuring that viewers around the world experienced each important moment in remarkable detail. Slow motion replays, expert commentary, and close-up shots highlighted emotional expressions and symbolic gestures that might otherwise have gone unnoticed. These broadcasts allowed audiences to feel as though they were present at the event, strengthening the emotional connection between the royal family and the public. As the event continued, it became increasingly clear that people were witnessing a moment that would be remembered for years to come. The combination of tradition, heartfelt emotion, public celebration, and historical significance transformed an already important occasion into something truly remarkable. Every carefully observed detail contributed to an experience that captivated audiences across generations, demonstrating why royal events continue to inspire fascination and attract worldwide imagination of millions. The moment the event concluded, the public response began almost instantly. Within minutes, social media platforms were flooded with comments, photographs, short video clips, and personal opinions from people across the globe. Millions of viewers shared their first impressions, expressing everything from admiration and excitement to curiosity and thoughtful analysis. The royal event quickly became one of the most discussed topics online, with conversations spreading across different countries, cultures, and generations. It was clear that the occasion had captured worldwide attention far beyond those who had witnessed it in person. Supporters of the royal family praised the elegance and dignity displayed throughout the event. Many admired the respectful way family members carried themselves, highlighting their composure, warmth, and genuine interactions with guests and the public. Viewers commented on the sincerity of their smiles, the confidence shown during public appearances, and the graceful manner in which they acknowledged the cheering crowds. For many people, these moments reinforced the image of a royal family committed to tradition while remaining approachable and connected to the people they serve. Others focused on the emotional side of the occasion. Small gestures that might have lasted only a few seconds became some of the most memorable highlights discussed online. A heartfelt smile, a reassuring glance between family members, or a quiet moment of reflection inspired thousands of emotional reactions. Many viewers described these scenes as touching and authentic, saying they reminded them that even members of the royal family experience meaningful personal moments filled with pride, responsibility, and emotion. Social media users began sharing their favorite moments almost immediately. Short video clips were replayed countless times, while photographs capturing significant expressions or symbolic gestures quickly gained widespread attention. Fans created tribute posts celebrating the event, while artists produced digital illustrations inspired by the ceremony. Discussion threads analyzed every visible detail, from the sequence of events to the symbolism behind particular traditions, demonstrating how deeply engaged audiences had become. Not every reaction was identical, however. Some viewers approached the event with curiosity, rather than admiration, asking thoughtful questions about the traditions, customs, and historical significance behind the ceremony. Others discussed the changing role of modern monarchies and how royal families continue to adapt in today's rapidly evolving world. These conversations remained respectful, with many people exchanging different viewpoints, while acknowledging the importance of understanding the historical and cultural context surrounding the event. News organizations also contributed to the growing discussion by interviewing members of the public from different backgrounds. Some spectators described the event as unforgettable and inspiring, while others spoke about the excitement of witnessing history unfold before their eyes. Visitors who had traveled long distances shared stories about arriving early, meeting fellow royal enthusiasts, and experiencing the remarkable atmosphere surrounding the venue. Their personal experiences added another layer to the global conversation, showing how one event had created lasting memories for countless individuals. International audiences offered perspectives shaped by their own cultures and traditions. In many countries, viewers admired the ceremony for its rich history and impressive organization, while others compared it with important national celebrations in their own societies. This exchange of ideas helped broaden appreciation for royal customs, encouraging people from diverse backgrounds to learn more about the traditions that had been carefully preserved over generations. Public discussions also extended beyond the ceremony itself. People talked about leadership, public service, family values, responsibility, and the importance of maintaining cultural heritage. Many believed the event demonstrated how symbolic occasions can bring people together despite differences in nationality, language, or personal beliefs. Others reflected on the enduring fascination with royal institutions and why such moments continue to attract worldwide attention, even in the digital age. As hours passed, the conversation continued to grow rather than fade. Television programs featured public interviews, newspapers published opinion pieces, and online communities remained active as viewers revisited memorable moments from different angles. Every new perspective added depth to the ongoing discussion, proving that the significance of the event extended well beyond the ceremony itself. The public response had become a story of its own, shaped by millions of individual voices, each contributing a unique interpretation of a royal moment that had captured the world's attention. As public discussion continued to grow, royal commentators, historians, journalists, and cultural analysts began offering their own interpretations of the event. Their role was not simply to describe what had happened, but to explain the deeper meaning behind each moment. Through television broadcasts, newspaper columns, podcasts, and online discussions, they carefully examined the ceremony from historical, cultural, and social perspectives. Their insights helped audiences understand that many aspects of the event carried symbolism rooted in centuries of royal tradition. Royal experts paid close attention to every detail, from the order of arrivals and ceremonial customs to the interactions between family members and invited guests. They explained how certain gestures, formal greetings, and traditional protocols reflected values that have been preserved across generations. What appeared to be a simple exchange of smiles or respectful acknowledgments often represented long-standing customs that connected the present ceremony with the monarchy's rich history. These explanations allowed viewers to appreciate the event beyond its visual beauty. Journalists also focused on the significance of the public appearances made during the occasion. They discussed how carefully planned royal events are designed to strengthen the relationship between the monarchy and the public. Every appearance provides an opportunity for royal family members to demonstrate leadership, service, and a sense of national unity. Reporters noted how the event balanced formal tradition with moments of genuine warmth, creating an atmosphere that felt both dignified and relatable for audiences around the world. Many commentators compared the ceremony with memorable royal occasions from previous decades. They highlighted similarities in ceremonial traditions while pointing out how certain elements had evolved to reflect modern society. Advances in broadcasting technology, global media coverage, and social media participation had transformed the way people experienced royal events. Unlike earlier generations, today's audiences could watch every moment live, share their reactions instantly, and participate in worldwide conversations regardless of where they lived. Historians emphasize that royal ceremonies are not merely public celebrations, but also historical records that reflect the changing relationship between monarchies and society. They explained how each generation leaves its own mark, while respecting traditions established centuries earlier. By preserving ceremonial customs while embracing modern communication, the royal family demonstrated its ability to remain connected to both history and contemporary audiences. This balance between continuity and adaptation became one of the central themes discussed by experts. Communication specialists analyzed how the event was presented to the public. They observed the careful planning behind every stage of the ceremony, including the timing of official announcements, the visual presentation, and the coordination of media coverage. According to many analysts, these elements work together to create a clear and consistent message that emphasized dignity, unity, and public service. They explained that successful royal events rely not only on tradition, but also on thoughtful communication that allows people to connect emotionally with the occasion. Fashion experts also contributed to the discussion by examining the clothing worn throughout the ceremony. They explained the historical significance of particular colors, styles, decorations, and ceremonial attire, noting how many choices reflected national heritage or honored previous generations. Viewers who initially admired the elegant appearance of the event gained a deeper understanding of the symbolism woven into every carefully selected detail. Cultural commentators explored how audiences from different countries interpreted the occasion through their own traditions and values. While some admired the ceremony for its historic grandeur, others focused on themes of family, responsibility, and public service. These varied perspectives demonstrated that the event resonated with people for different reasons, creating meaningful conversations across cultures and encouraging greater appreciation for traditions that may have seemed unfamiliar at first. Media analysts also studied the overwhelming public engagement generated by the event. They pointed to the millions of online discussions, live broadcasts, and news articles as evidence of the continuing global fascination with the royal family. They explained that major royal occasions have become international media events that bring together viewers from diverse backgrounds, creating shared experiences despite geographical and cultural differences. The combination of historical significance, emotional moments, and modern communication ensured that the event remained at the center of public attention long after the series. In the days following the event, it became increasingly clear that its impact extended far beyond the ceremony itself. Public opinion began to shift as people reflected on what they had witnessed, and many observers noticed a renewed sense of appreciation for the royal family. Conversations that initially focused on individual moments gradually evolved into broader discussions about leadership, responsibility, tradition, and the role of the monarchy in modern society. What had started as a single public event became an opportunity for millions of people to reconsider their views and develop a deeper understanding of the institution. Many supporters expressed greater admiration for the royal family after seeing the professionalism and composure displayed throughout the occasion. They praised the calm and respectful manner in which family members carried out their public duties, even while being watched by millions around the world. Viewers appreciated the balance between maintaining royal traditions and showing genuine human emotions, believing that these qualities made the family appear both dignified and relatable. This combination of formality and authenticity strengthened the positive impressions held by many members of the public. For some viewers who had not previously followed royal events closely, the ceremony served as an introduction to the history and responsibilities associated with the monarchy. They became curious about royal traditions, historical ceremonies, and the individuals who dedicate their lives to public service. Online searches for information about royal customs increased, while documentaries, books, and educational programs about the monarchy attracted new audiences eager to learn more. The event encouraged many people to explore topics they had never considered before. The younger generation also showed growing interest, particularly through social media platforms where highlights from the event continued to circulate. Short video clips, memorable photographs, and inspiring speeches reached audiences who might not have watched the entire ceremony live. Young viewers discussed the symbolism behind different traditions, shared their favorite moments, and engaged in conversations about leadership, family values, and public responsibility. The event demonstrated how modern digital platforms can introduce historic institutions to entirely new generations of viewers. Media organizations observed that public engagement remained unusually high long after the ceremony had ended. Television programs revisited significant moments, newspapers published in-depth analysis, and online platforms continued featuring interviews with experts and members of the public. Rather than disappearing from public attention after a few days, the event remained an ongoing topic of discussion because people continued discovering new perspectives and interpretations. Each fresh analysis encouraged additional conversations, keeping public interest alive. The event also highlighted the importance of transparency and communication between public figures and the people they serve. Many commentators noted that carefully planned public appearances help strengthen trust by allowing audiences to witness moments of sincerity and genuine interaction. Viewers appreciated seeing members of the royal family engaging respectfully with guests, supporters, and community representatives, believing that these interactions reflected a commitment to service rather than simply fulfilling ceremonial obligations. International audiences contributed to the changing public perception as well. People from countries with different political systems and cultural backgrounds shared their observations, often expressing admiration for the way tradition and modern values appeared to coexist during the ceremony. Many viewed the event not only as a national celebration, but also as a cultural experience that demonstrated the significance of preserving heritage, while remaining connected to contemporary society. These international discussions expanded appreciation for royal traditions beyond national borders. Experts in public relations and leadership pointed out that major public events often shape long-term perceptions more effectively than individual speeches or official statements. They explained that audiences tend to remember authentic moments of kindness, confidence, and unity more vividly than carefully prepared messages alone. Throughout the ceremony, numerous small interactions created lasting impressions that influenced how people viewed the royal family as a whole. Every genuine smile, respectful gesture, and thoughtful exchange contributed to building a stronger emotional connection with the public. Communities around the world also used the occasion as an opportunity to discuss broader themes such as service, dedication, respect for tradition, and the responsibilities that come with positions of influence. Schools, discussion groups, cultural organizations, and online communities explored these ideas through conversations inspired by the event. Instead of focusing solely on ceremonial details, many people reflected on the personal qualities demonstrated throughout the occasion and considered how those values could be applied in everyday life. These ongoing discussions showed that the event had influenced not only opinions about the royal family, but also wider conversations about leadership, character, and the importance of maintaining meaningful connections between public institutions and the people they. Although the ceremony itself lasted only a limited time, its influence continued to grow in the weeks and months that followed. The event remained a frequent topic of conversation across television programs, newspapers, podcasts, documentaries, and social media platforms. People continued revisiting memorable moments, sharing photographs, discussing meaningful speeches, and reflecting on the emotions they experienced while watching. Instead of fading from public memory, the occasion gradually became recognized as one of those rare royal events that people would remember and reference for years to come. Historians and royal observers explained that truly significant royal occasions are remembered not only because of the ceremony itself, but because of the emotions they inspire and the historical context they represent. Every generation witnesses certain events that become part of a nation's collective memory, and this occasion appeared to join that list. Families discussed it at home. Teachers used it as an example when explaining royal traditions, and future documentaries would likely include it among the defining moments of the modern monarchy. The event transformed from a live broadcast into a lasting chapter of royal history. The widespread public reaction also demonstrated how deeply connected people can feel to important national and cultural events. Millions of individuals from different countries, backgrounds, and age groups shared a common experience despite never meeting one another. They celebrated together, reflected together, and participated in worldwide discussions that crossed geographical and cultural boundaries. The ceremony showed how a single public event can create a sense of shared experience among people separated by thousands of miles, but united through modern communication. One of the most remarkable aspects of the event was the role played by digital media. Unlike royal ceremonies of previous generations, today's audiences were not limited to television broadcasts or newspaper reports. People watched live streams on mobile devices, shared their reactions instantly, created videos highlighting memorable moments, and participated in discussions with viewers from around the world. Social media transformed every important scene into a global conversation within seconds, allowing public reactions to spread faster than ever before. Content creators, journalists, historians, and commentators continued analyzing the event from different perspectives long after the official ceremonies had concluded. Some focused on historical traditions, while others examined leadership, communication, symbolism, or public engagement. Each new discussion encouraged viewers to revisit the event and notice details they may have overlooked during the live broadcast. This continuous analysis kept public interest alive and ensured that the occasion remained relevant well beyond the day it occurred. The ceremony also inspired creative expression across many forms of media. Artists produced paintings and digital illustrations celebrating memorable scenes, photographers compiled collections of iconic images, musicians composed tribute performances, and writers published articles exploring the significance of the event. Schools and cultural organizations used the occasion to encourage discussions about history, national identity, and the importance of preserving long-standing traditions. These creative responses demonstrated that the influence of the event extended far beyond the royal family itself. Many leadership experts pointed to the occasion as an example of how public figures can strengthen trust through dignity, consistency, and respectful communication. They observed that audiences often remember authentic actions more vividly than carefully prepared speeches. Small moments of kindness, thoughtful interactions with the public, and genuine expressions of gratitude became lasting symbols of leadership and responsibility. These examples encouraged broader conversations about the qualities people value in individuals who represent important institutions. The event also highlighted the enduring importance of tradition in an increasingly modern world. While technology continues to change how information is shared, many people found comfort and inspiration in ceremonies that preserve customs passed down through generations. The careful balance between historical traditions and modern communication demonstrated that heritage can remain meaningful while adapting to contemporary society. This combination allowed the monarchy to connect with both lifelong supporters and younger audiences experiencing such ceremonies for the first time. As months passed, references to the event continued appearing whenever discussions turned to memorable royal occasions. News organizations revisited key moments during anniversary broadcasts. Historians included the ceremony in educational discussions, and members of the public continued sharing personal memories of where they were when they watched it. The images, speeches, and emotional reactions remained familiar to millions of people, serving as lasting reminders of a day that captured worldwide attention and demonstrated the unique ability of royal events to bring history, tradition, and public interest together in a single unforgettable moment. Represent. Moni itself had concluded. As the conversations continue and the memories of this remarkable occasion live on, one thing becomes clear: the true significance of a royal event is measured not only by its grandeur, but also by the people it touches. Every smile shared, every thoughtful discussion, and every lasting memory reflects the powerful connection between tradition and the public. Moments like these remind us that history is not simply written by those standing in the spotlight. It is also shaped by the millions who watch, reflect, and carry those memories into the future. Thank you for joining us on this journey through one of the most unforgettable public reactions to a royal event. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more captivating royal stories, interviews, weddings, and historic moments. Until next time, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.